So, I wanted to come in and talk about being intentional when you are getting ready or going to an event. Um, I had already prepped my face, but I need to do something real quick because I'm actually, as usual, or not going to say as usual, but running a tad bit late. And with being intentional when you are going to places or going to events, I know where I'm going today. There is going to be a lot of businesswomen there, so I decided to put on something that's comfortable yet chic so that I can market myself a little bit while there. I'm not doing anything major with my face, and you can see actually I have on a poncho. I'll post a picture of this later. I'm wearing my signature black and white as usual, per the usual. But I just wanted to again just put it out there, like when you are going to these different events and being intentional in where you're going and what your bottom line is. My bottom line is to get two more full-time clients before the end of the year. And again, like I said, I know that this is going to be a room full of business women, so I am going to, and for even though it's Saturday, for as much as I want to kind of be more comfortable, yeah, today is not, that's not going to happen. But I am going to probably come back home and put on what I had initially had planned out for me to wear because I would normally be doing my videos and stuff. And I'm getting more comfortable in doing videos. Thanks to Kashara. Um, but yeah, so I'm going to continue to do my face, and I'll post a picture of how I dressed myself and being intentional and on what I want to get out of today. So it's not just about the content that I'm getting there. It's also about my bottom line. I mean, there's going to be some days where there are going to be days where you're just going just to go. Um, but I've almost never went anywhere and didn't get some kind of a client. Either personal shopping, image styling, photo shoots. Like I've gotten, I like to use opportunities that are presented. So every time you walk out the door, it's an opportunity. So I'm going to use this as one today, but I'm definitely being more intentional today. So, because I know who's going to be in the room. It's a brunch, and she's actually one of my clients. She's a super dope lady. I love her energy. Her name is Stacy. And it's ironic that it's a brunch about burnout. How often do we feel that, right? Nevertheless, I still going with intention. I know she's gonna have a great word. The panel is nice. So I'm going to, like I said, dual purpose, being, and I will again so again, just making sure that when you are that you're thinking about who your target market is, and when you're attending these events, and not per se as far as working the room when it comes to sales, but just knowing who you want to have as a client and things like that, and preparing yourself for that before you get there. And I know we do a lot of that when you are preparing, like to speak and stuff like that, but not when you're actually attending. So hence that's what I'm doing today. So I'm going to have my hubs take a picture of me getting ready to, when I'm all done, after all this is done. Like when I had to come home, and everybody always always ask me what I use. This is what I use for the most part. This, and I'll mix it with Fenty. But once I'm done with all this, and I'm not a makeup MUA by far, but I know how to get the look that I'm going for that, for that event, for the event that I'm attending. So I'm actually going with my mom, which is gonna be dope. So I get to hang out with my mom, be cute, and meet some amazing women. So again, be intentional when you're going to work a room. When you're going to an event, not when you're going. Be intentional when you're going to an event. You never know who's going to be there. I've said it often. That's it. So hey y'all, I am at the event. It's being held here at Encore Event Designs. So with that being said, I'm gonna turn this around so you guys can see. And then I have to get some pictures.
Excellent question. I'm sure many women in the room can maybe even relate to, like what's going on with me. And then to challenge that against our beliefs around, our faith and things like that. Maybe things our family has taught us about, like, oh no, we don't deal with that type of stuff. You're fine. Just keep pushing. Just keep moving. You can, we're strong. We're strong Black women. We don't deal with those type of things. And so, but it's real. Mental health is not a bad word. And we have to really get to a point where we can understand that so we can get to a place of accepting and seeking out that help. And so I guess just a little bit about the difference between depression and burnout. There's not a big difference. The big difference is that with burnout, the symptoms are the same. With burnout, it's usually brought on by like being pushed to the brink of stress, whether it's through work or caretaking responsibilities, things like that. Depression doesn't necessarily have to have that platform in order to exist. So you can be dealing with depression and, maybe you aren't feeling burned out at work, but it's just like, I just feel sad, I feel low, my mood is low, my appetite's changed, I'm having problems sleeping, I don't want to do the things I used to do, I'm not finding pleasure. It doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, because I'm stressed out at work. With burnout, that might be like, I've just put too much on my plate, kind of like what Shira was discussing, and once you are able to unload some of that, you may start to feel some relief that you're looking for. So I would definitely recommend, if it's something you're considering, just go and, talk to somebody. Go ahead and talk to somebody and just get the evaluation. You're not signing your life away when you come into the office. Making sure that who you're sitting with is someone who feels a good fit for you and that you feel you can trust and, discuss the things that you need to discuss and see what comes of it. Again.
I think some of my reluctance to pursuing help was an instance where I did go through Christian counseling, who took insurance, and there were just certain things that she was trying to place on me that weren't real. I'm not bipolar. I'm just dealing with some stuff, And at the time also, had the idea of depression. Now medication is
as a person, as a woman, as a child of God. And I want to start off that way because there is no shame in where you are. And I say that as somebody who is actually currently on medication for depression. I'm currently on it. And
And I struggled with being on it. You know, I didn't want to be on it because of the side effects, but I needed it. And the reality and the truth is that it helped me, and it is helping me to function in life right now. And this is a season. This is not my whole life. This is a season where, in this season, I need it. And in this season, it's helping me. In this season, it's helping me to function. In this season, it's helping me to think more clearly. It's helping, you know, to subside some of the side effects that I was dealing with. So there's no shame in that. The reality is, you may need it, you may not, but you won't know until you get the help that you need. You asked about just what were some of the things that we saw, or that if we could speak to that. And I was just gonna say, a lot of this for me is in retrospect, because as I said, you know, I was like I was going so much that I was so unaware of what was going on with me. But in retrospect, I now recognize that, you know, one thing is that I was not taking care of myself, period. I was taking care of everybody. And when I mean down to like the basic things. Like at that time, I was eating a vegan diet. And when you eat vegan, you have to make sure you're getting protein in, or else you will suffer, your body will suffer. As a mom of 3, I was a new mom of 3, right? With 2 kids, it was one thing to be vegan. With 3 kids, it's a whole nother ballgame being vegan. And I could not provide myself the meals that I needed with all of the nutrients that I needed and cook different meals for everybody in my household. It just was not happening. And so what ended up happening for me was that I would often, after cooking for my family, I would cook whatever I could put together for myself, but it didn't have all of the nutrients that my body needed. And over a period of time, my body started breaking down. And so I kept like having these fainting spells where I'm passing out and near passing out and having to go to the hospital, to the emergency room to get, what's it called? With the bag where they give me the water. Thank you. Because I'm so dehydrated, right, that I needed hydration. So that was one sign for me. Another sign was that I wasn't drinking enough water, like basic things that we don't think about, but those are the things that your body needs to survive. When you start letting those things go, when you don't want to be bothered with friends anymore, and you want to just kind of stay in the house or keep to yourself, those are signs and things to be to pay attention to.
It has to be a practice that has to be different. And that's something that I'm learning. I'm learning changes just depending on where you are in your life. So for me, self-care can look like something like a walk after work, whether it be by myself or with a neighbor, just to decompress. It can be just, waking up every morning and praying. I need to make sure before my feet hit the ground, I've survived in the morning. And so that for me is self-care, and I feel a difference. Having those moments of this silence and meditation a couple times a week where, I can just clear my mind and just really be in touch with myself. Like I said before, moving, exercise, eating well, all of those things are part of what I consider my self-care plan.
What I do, I journal. Been journaling now for a long time, and it's nice to go back and kind of read where you were at, and now where you're at now. And me, I like it that I can have that conversation with Janine, who was thinking a certain way 20 years ago. And the best thing for me is when I hit 60, I was like, the words that I can say to myself now, I wish someone would have told me this back then. Someone would have told me this back then. But I journal, then I go back, I read through the journal again, just so I can see where I was at when I thought I was in a valley, and where I'm at when I'm at a mountaintop. Also, I have had a mentor for over 35 years. And this mentor I had, if you would look at him and look at me, you would never put us together because we are polar opposite. And I always say he's the rudest SOB I've ever met. But he's the realest person I've ever met. And when I come to him with woe is me stories, he's the first to say, okay, you have 5 minutes, you bitch long enough, now what's the solution, what's the plan? So I like that about him, that he gives me 5 minutes, which I call my venting sessions, and then he literally will say, 5 minutes is up, so what are we going to do next? What are you going to do? So the next time I see you, do not come at me with the same story, because if you're walking in dog crap once, you know what it smells like and you know what it looks like on the bottom of your shoe. Don't step in it again and think it's something different. And I like that because not only is journaling strong for me, I also like to do just those check-in points with my mentor.
So it was really a big goal of mine to build a business with continuous streams of revenue and passive income so that I was able to, if I needed to be out for a week because I'm taking care of myself or my family, I'm traveling, I don't necessarily not make any money that week. So if you're an entrepreneur, you know, like if you don't work, you don't get paid, right? But I didn't want that kind of business model. So I'm like 80% there. But that was really important to me as someone that was a recruiter and a trainer and a career advisor that was always on the road. Like I just didn't want to live that life anymore. And then the second part of my definition of success really revolved around the women that I was serving. It's so important for me to help women unlock their internal power, which is what the name of my company comes from. And so I'm always just really excited to see when my clients launch their business and make their first sale and get their first client and host their first event and get on stage and step outside of their shell, because I know that I was put here on this earth for that reason to help others tap into their potential so that I know I'm successful, because it just continues to happen. But also what I've learned is that I have to recognize that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm serving everybody. And for those of you that have my goal in life is to help people kind of spirit, you have to realize that some people don't want to be helped and some people aren't necessarily ready to be helped. So I've had to be intentional about what my pre-qualifiers are for who I'm going to serve in this moment in time, so that I'm actually able to help them get those results. So.
Another dope event in the books. Not only was I able to go in and style with purpose, I walked away with some great gems. It was a Burnout Brunch. And this is one of the ladies on a panel, one of my faves, Kashara, and then one of my fave clients, Stacy, who was also the host. I got a chance to meet Miss Jeannie, and she actually gave me a client lead, which is dope, right? That's what we're going for. And this was the first lady, Dion Edmonds. Her story was phenomenal. If you're not following her, you should be. And this is Stacy again. I'm going to have to post her outfit because I styled her for this event. And she does decor for her space as well. And this is the outside of it. Of course, I had to come out here and take some pictures of my $20 outfit that everybody thought was also fabulous. So I'll post where I got that. Everything from in the links below. And that was how I felt. Why? Because I had one of my besties with me, and we had an amazing time. And here she is, my lovely mother. So I took her with me and just showed her basically how to work a room and style with purpose, right? But that's the end of everything. I hope you enjoyed the bonus. Thanks so much. Make sure you subscribe.